it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to a collab video. Today I'm collabing with Betty Jean. She is called BeautBean here on YouTube, or at least that's her channel name, and I absolutely love her. If you are not aware of her channel, you need to go right now, go check her out, subscribe, and then thank me later and have fun binging all of her videos, because if you enjoy tutorials, if you enjoy getting inspiration, if you enjoy grungy type of makeup looks, you need to be subscribed to Betty Jean or BeautBean's channel. I absolutely love her channel and I really appreciate all the time she puts into creating tutorials and makeup looks. She does a ton of 3 looks 1 palette, which I find just so informative and very inspirational for me when I have a palette. To see her create 3 different looks with that palette, it kind of gives me ideas and makes me want to go and reach for that palette. So anyway, I will have her channel linked down below, and we are collabing on today's multi-palette-ish bingo. We're just doing 2 palettes, but we're going to do a palette bingo between the ABH Riviera palette and the Norvina palette. Now I think it was back when I moved and I totally missed her comment, but I made a comment when I was doing my makeup or palette collection video, which I'll leave linked up here if you want to watch it. I need to do an updated one, but anyway, I did one right before I moved and I had made a comment about how this would pair. I felt like it would pair really well with the Norvina palette, and she left a comment saying, hey, we should do a palette bingo with the 2 palettes and see what we come up with. And I think I finally ended up reading that comment probably in November or December, and we were both kind of full and busy in December, so we were like, maybe in January, February, we will sit down and do this together, and we are doing it now today. So yeah, if you guys don't know what a palette bingo is, I'm sure you do though if you're following my channel, if you're following, watching this video from BeautBean's channel. We both do palette bingos frequently, but basically we just take a number generator and randomly generate some numbers and then create an eye look with those numbers with those shades. So since we have 2 palettes, we decided we're going to pick 6 colors, 3 from the Riviera, or 3 from the Norvina, and then 3 from the Riviera, and then create a look with that. So let's just get into picking the colors. Okay, so let's just dive into the Norvina palette. First, there are 14 colors, and we're just going to go 1 to 7 and then 8 to 14. I'm going to take this, blow it up a little bit, and generate, ooh, there it goes, 14. Okay, so we're going to be working with, let me fold it back here, Passion, this shade right here. Let's see, we'll swatch it here. Here's that shade. Then we're going to generate, I'm sorry I keep looking in my viewfinder. I no longer have a computer to use. I used to use my computer as my viewfinder, and it was a little more out of the way, not so noticeable when I needed to check that I was in frame or focus, but I don't have that anymore thanks to MacBook's recent upgrade to the Catalina software, whatever that means. I can't use my EOS system that I used to. So anyway, now I am stuck with a long distance, tool to focus it and just looking at the viewfinder. So anyway, next one, 8. All right, that should be, okay, we're gonna have this base shade right here. Can't complain. I'll be using that kind of as a base shade, or probably just a brow bone highlight. There's that. Internet. 11. Sometimes I can have really spotty internet back here. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we get this pinky shade right here. So far, all mattes, and this color story is very pretty actually. Okay, so I was moving merrily along, picking my 4th shade, even swatched it when I realized we're only supposed to pick 3 from each palette, so I wiped it off, and these are the 3 that we have from the Norvina palette. They are all mattes, and we'll see if we get any shimmers. Now let's move over to the Riviera. I'm so sorry, I was not sure where I was going. I was thinking we were picking 4 each. That would have been a lot of shades. So anyway, now let's go to the ABH Riviera palette, and let's get a random number. 8. All right, another matte. We have Estate right here. I am so curious if I will end up with an all matte eye look, which you guys know I like, so I'm not complaining, but these 2 shades are very boring. But that's what we got with Estate. One more. Number 9, another matte. 7, 8, 9. I do really like this shade. It's probably one of my favorite, definitely my favorite matte. I just like the grunginess of it. Cabana. I don't think I've really been saying shade names, but anyway, we're going to go with that. I hope we get a shimmer. This one's a lot more firmly packed and not so like intensely pigmented, which makes it, I find, easier to work with. But anyway, that is what we have so far. Let's pick our last shade. What do we get? 13. No shimmers. That's funny. So we have this purple shade. I always say cons. Is it cans? Cons? This purple shade right here, which It's my least favorite shade. I remember when I was doing my review of this palette, I really hated working with this purple because it could end up looking patchy extremely easily, but this is our color story, all mattes. All right, let's just zoom on in and get started. Okay, so I've already put on my LORAC Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer, just adding a bit of concealer because I don't like this to set too long. I like it to have some tack to it. Okay, so this is what we got right here, all matte. I'm totally cool with that. I'm going to go pretty much all pinky on my lid. I think I'm going to pop the purple in the lower lash line. I'm just not sure where to put the grungy shade because that is, I'm trying to see it here. I should have swatched it somewhere else. That is the question. Well, you know what? I'm just going to start. I used to do this all the time when I first would do my makeup, but I'm going to take that bone color shade from the Norvina palette, the base shade it's called, and I'm going to just set my brow bone. And I'm doing more packing on instead of sweeping, just to really set just this spot. I don't know if my palette is just dirty, like a lot of the shimmers got into my mattes, but that almost looks like it has a sheen to it, almost like it's a satin. Okay, so really basic, I feel like, is the easiest thing that I think of is to put this in my crease, this in my outer corner, this on my lid, put this on my lower lash line, and then smoke this out on my lower lash line somewhere. But I'm kind of wondering if I should do something a little more interesting. I feel like I should. I don't know. You know, I think I will. I think I'm going to do something a little different. I don't think I've ever done this, so hopefully it works. But I'm going to put this in my crease. I'm going to smoke this out on my outer corner. Then I'm going to cut my crease and then apply a gradient of this and this shade on my lid, and then put this is going on my lower lash line. I don't want to mess with it. I don't have that much time to do my makeup today, so I don't want to spend that much time blending. So I am choosing to put that on my lower lash line. But anyway, let's do that. I think that'll be fun, and let's hope the ABH formula is agreeable to blending two mattes on a cut crease. I don't think I've ever really done that. I usually just put one matte there. Okay, so I said I'm going to go in with, what shade was that? Cabana. It's that grungy tone from the Riviera palette. Okay, so we are just blowing that out through here really softly. I'm curious to see what this ends up looking like, having more of a grungy crease outer corner, but then pinks on the lid. Let's hope it looks good. Okay, moving on, we're gonna grab this shade, which was in the Norvina palette, and it is the shade Passion. And I'm packing that on my outer corner. Oh, I always forget. I try to do this side first because it's easier for you guys to see. Okay, I'm just going to take a mix of those two shades, Passion and Cabana, from the two different palettes, and I'm just going to tap that in to see if we can get a little bit more of an effortless type of blend right here. Okay, I kind of like how that's looking. The Passion shade is turning a little dusty as I blend. We'll do that for now, and we'll just keep going. I feel like it might be a touch patchy, but maybe that's just my eyes. I don't know. Anyway, just tapping a little bit more of that over. I feel like this eye looks pretty good. Anyway, okay, now moving on, we're going to cut the crease. I am going to skip through this because I feel like I take 1.5 years to cut the crease some days. Okay, not too bad. I did it a little farther than I typically do. I like playing around, trying different techniques that I see other people doing just to see how I like them on myself. But anyway, now we're going to take these two shades right here, or if I can point, these two matte pinks, one from each of the palettes. Oh, let's see if I can remember. I think it was Estate. This is Estate, and then this one is Love. Love definitely looks like it has a little bit of shimmer to it. But again, her her metallic formula is so crumbly, it could just be fallout. I'm packing that on, and you're not going to see a huge difference because this is just a very pale peachy shade. And then I'm going to go back in with another brush into Love. I did want to say that BeautBean and I have collabed on, I think, just one other video. It was with Annette's Makeup Corner. It was a really fun video. We each took the Subculture palette, used the same looks, and did like a palette bingo. And it was so fun because we all came up with vastly different looks, but we all had the same colors to work with. So I'll leave that linked up here in the cards if you want to see that video. And both Annette and Betty Jean are extremely talented when it comes to creative eye looks. Okay, so that's what we got. I think I like it. I think I like it. I'm just going to go in with a touch more passion and tap and blend this out. Like so. I'm going to take a touch more of, what was that? Cabana. Using two different palettes. I have to really think about this. Just going to go back over that place where the two merge. And I don't think I'm going to do a wing today, just because this is going to take a little more time for me to do my makeup. So I'm going to cut out the wing and go more simple on my base makeup to make sure I can finish in time, hopefully before the baby wakes up. But anyway, okay, so this is what it looks like right now. I am just going to do the other side, complete my makeup, my base makeup and stuff, and then we'll come back and finish out the lower lash line with that purple. But so far I used all those colors, so I'm liking how it looks so far. Very neutral and basic, I feel like. So weird not to have any shimmer on my lid, but I don't hate how it turned out, so let's finish up. Alright, it's been a little while, like an hour or two. Little man woke up before I finished my oh, I know, bright lights. Before I was able to finish my makeup, or my base makeup, no matter how short I tried to make that routine. So anyway, fed him, hung out with the kids. They are coloring right now. We're going to try and finish this up very quickly. Let me go ahead and swap him because I do better working with my right hand. I don't like working with my left hand if I don't have to. But anyway, I'm just going to take a smudger brush. Let's go with a domed type of smudger. This is Smoky Shadow. We're going into the purple Cons. Oh, and I already put black in my waterline. This is the Avon Retractable Black Pen Liner, one of my favorites. It stays so well. And I'm just going to be smoking that out. I think I'm going to try to put most of the purple, or at least make the purple most noticeable up here. And then I might deepen the purple out here with the brown just to make it mesh, because mesh with back there. Just because I'm not going to be putting any wing liner or anything on today. Okay, so I'm just going to take that same brush, go into Passion, and smoke it out, smudge it out, and just kind of marry the two. Just so it's as effortless as it can be. And the Passion is from the Norvina palette, and then that purple is from the Riviera. Kind of like that. And I'm going to take this brush with the Cabana, that grungy tone, and I'm just going to add it in around here from the Riviera palette. Alright, this is the roller lash. It's so dried out, I should just toss it. But anyway, throwing that on. I know this might be cheating a little bit, but I am going to do a little bit on my inner corner. I just like a little sparkle in my inner corner, and I kind of miss it. If it's cheating, I'm sorry, but I'm going to take what I took on my face. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in the shade 250. I'm going to pop a little bit of that in my inner corner, just a little bit. Alright, so this is the completed look. Oh, I need to do lip color. I'm going to take this Lucky Chick in the shade Blissful, put that on my lips, and then we'll be done. Alright, so here you have it. This is the completed look. We've got everyone here right now, so I'm going to keep this outro very short and sweet. But anyway, yeah, here is the completed look. I'll be sticking close-ups like I always do for these looks. But yeah, this is how it turned out. A lot more neutral, and I can't believe I got all matte colors between these two palettes. Like, there's literally an entire row of shimmers in each palette, and all I got were all the mattes, which I'm totally fine with. You guys know I love a good matte look. So anyway, I cannot wait to see what Betty Jean does with her look. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So make sure you check it out. I'll have her links down in the description box. I'll have her link to her channel, which I highly recommend you subscribe. And then I'll go ahead and stick a direct link to her video where she does a palette bingo using the Riviera and the Norvina palette. I am one-handed here, so trying hard. But anyway, these two palettes, I'll have them linked down below. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this palette bingo. I always enjoy doing palette bingos and getting to reach back into palettes that I've reviewed or tried, whatever the story is. In the past, I really enjoy being able to use them again, and I had a lot of fun with this look. If I could do anything else besides already doing a little bit of cheating with putting my highlight in the inner corner, I would take a glitter and put it in the cut crease, like a pinky glitter. I think that would be really pretty. And if I do record today, which I probably won't, I don't know, we'll see. I'll definitely do that just to give it a little extra something something. But this is definitely really pretty, and I have to go to the store today with the kids, so this is totally normal and very neutral to me, so I will be rocking this in the grocery store. But yeah, with all that said, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much, Betty Jean, for collaborating with me on this video. And if you're coming over from Betty Jean's channel, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. My videos are a lot more crazy and hectic than Betty Jean's. Definitely a different kind of tempo than hers, just because my life can be a little bit crazy from day to day. In just a minute. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye, guys.